Today's lesson is about connecting our thoughts to build interpretations. I want to remind you that if you haven't read chapter 10, Malicious in the Lemonade War, to go back and to listen to that read aloud prior to this mini lesson. I know that those of you in the middle or at the ends of the books that you're reading have been collecting loads of ideas. How many of you have ideas about setting, about characters, about life lessons? Am I right that sometimes you have several ideas on the same page? Today we need to think about what readers do once they've developed a lot of ideas. How do readers take all their bits of thinking and build bigger theories? Today I want to teach you that once readers have built up lots of thinking about different aspects of their book or topic, they look for patterns and connections between their different ideas. In the last session, we connected different parts of the book, and now we're going to go a step further by connecting different bits of our thinking. So let's try this together. I have 2 sticky notes of thinking, and I'm going to try to find a way to connect them. So the first one is that I feel like it's unfair for Evan to be so upset about Jessie moving to 4th grade. And another thinking that I had was Jessie had such a hard time making friends, I wonder if she feels lonely. So I see the connection between these 2 thoughts, even though they're very independent of each other. I see that there's a feeling of importance of being there for one another. For Evan, it's that feeling of empathy that he is needing from Jessie. He needs Jessie to understand that not only is this going to be a hard transition for her, but it's going to be a really hard transition for him too. It's going to be something new that he has to adjust to. And for Jessie, again, connecting with that feeling of importance for being there with one another, she has expressed several times throughout the book that it's really hard for her to make friends and that Evan is always there for her. So connecting these 2 thoughts just makes me think of the importance of loyalty and being there for each other and having each other's back. Once you see 2 ideas connecting, see if some of your other ideas fit into the same thinking. So I just added another thought. Jessie is constantly conflicted between being nice to Evan and wanting the old Evan back, and making new friends with Megan, and winning the competition. She has a lot of stuff on her plate where I guess like her priorities are getting kind of skewed. I guess what I'm noticing and making on all these connections is that deep down in our characters' hearts, they have a strong desire to reconnect as a family. Pain feels worse when it's the loyalty of your family because you'll always have family. Friends come and go. So really just that importance of being there for one another. Jessie has it deep down in her heart that she knows that she wants Evan back. Readers, see how these connections between our ideas are just like the connections we found yesterday between different parts of the book? They all connect across each other. So I want us to think, what could this story, The Lemonade War, really be about? When we're thinking about growing complex ideas, we can use these sentence stems to help us. Could this have anything to do with, I wonder, maybe? Remember earlier in the story when these ideas might go together. The author might be trying to teach us. So I'm going to pick one and I'm going to state what I feel like the Lemonade War is trying to teach us already. And so I'm going to choose maybe. So I said maybe family isn't going anywhere. And maybe you hurt the ones that you love the most, but it's okay to forgive each other. So again, I used that thinking stem, maybe, to grow this complex idea that family isn't going anywhere and that we hurt the ones that we love the most, that we need them to to be there for us. When you look at your collection of ideas, you will find that a few jump out. You'll find that a few jump out and may go together. You can start with those ideas, and you may have noticed that I have used some phrases to help me. Today, when you go off to read in your own book, I want you to think about some of the ideas you have come up with throughout your chapter today or through our entire time in the Reader's Workshop. Take 2 or 3 of your ideas and decide how they connect. I want you to use our idea stems to make one complex idea about the connection you made. So you will have 20 minutes to read your book independently, and I want you to consider how we build interpretations, how all of our great learning comes together, and I want you to develop one strong, complex idea using one of these thinking stems, connecting some of your ideas together into one of these thinking stems. Again, as you continue to read, I want you to be thinking, how can I put together my thinking about characters and plot and setting and repeating objects and make it into one big meaning? I hope you have a great time reading today.